From the Daily Wire, Trump blasts Kamala over Iranian missile attack. World is on fire and spiraling out of control. You guys are going to have to help me with this because this kind of stuff gets me hot. And so I kind of lose my mind, and I get, those words that are going way faster than my, mouth can keep up with. And so if I appear really, really calm, it's because I'm trying to get through this. Now, this video may come off as a blame game video, like I'm just blaming the Biden administration. And I can assure you that that's not the case. What I am telling you is that, well, a spade is a spade, and leadership actually matters. This is why we have such an arduous process of selecting a president. This is why the Black community was decimated. Poor leadership. You want to know what's happening in a country? You want to know what's happening in a family, in a company? You want to know the future? Just look at the leadership. And that tells you everything you need to know. And right now we have the most dismal, non-existent, actually, leadership known to mankind. Former President Donald Trump slammed President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris on Tuesday following Iran's large-scale missile attack on Israel, saying that the administration has shown no leadership. Iran fired approximately 200 ballistic missiles at Israel in retaliation for Israel killing the leaders of the Hamas and Hezbollah Teletubby organization. Quote, "The world is on fire and spiraling out of control," Trump said. "We have no leadership, no one running the country. We have a non-existent president in Joe Biden and a completely absent Vice President, Kamala Harris, who is too busy fundraising in San Francisco, a city which she and Gavin Newsom totally destroyed, and staging fake photo ops." Now, for those of you who don't know, and I don't have it pulled up, there's all these photos of Kamala actually, getting debriefed on what's happening with these, floods and bad weather across the country, and it looks fake. It looks like these are staged photos, like somehow we want to show her as this, competent leader. I can assure you she is anything but. Quote, "No one is in charge, and it's not even clear who is more confused, Biden or Kamala. Neither has any idea of what is going on." Trump added that when he was president, he had Iran pinned in a box where its economy was in ruin because of the crushing sanctions he leveled against the country due to its support of Teletubbies. Toward the end of this, I'm going to show you the example of the poor leadership this country has, and that elections matter. And this is why elections matter, because when you have people who don't know up from down, you have people that can be manipulated. You have people right now that actually believe the bile that spews out of Hillary Clinton's mouth. People believe that crap. They think that she's like being on the up and up, that she is the most innocent, investigated person alive. She really says that, okay? And people actually believe it. I'm telling you, leadership matters. Just look around. Look in your own neighborhood. Quote, "Kamala flooded them with American cash, and ever since they've been exporting Teletubbies all over and unraveling the Middle East," Trump said. "It is no surprise that Iran desperately wants Kamala Harris to be president, because they know as long as she is in power, they can take advantage of America. And you gotta know that's what's happening. The last person they want in the White House is a Donald Trump. China don't want Donald Trump. Iran don't want Donald Trump. Russia don't want Donald Trump. The only people in the Middle East that actually wants Donald Trump is Israel. They're the only ones. Everybody else is scared out of their mind. Okay, North Korea doesn't want Donald Trump in the White House. No one does. See, when you put America first, there are certain things that you don't allow to happen. What Trump handed this Biden regime was a world that was manageable. And in 3.5 short years, they destroyed it. The Republican nominee said that when he was in office, there were no new wars erupting around the world, in sharp contrast to the Biden-Harris administration. He said Iran prefers Harris win the election this fall, pointing to the country's attempt to assassinate him, which has been documented by the U.S. intelligence community and the federal law enforcement officials, just in case you guys are going to tell me that I'm making it up. That's why he said that. Just because you tell me that, no, there's no evidence that there are some people out there right now saying that Donald Trump, he staged the assassination attempts. He staged it. He staged both of them because he's trying to, carry favor with the American people. It's like, what do you do with that person? Oh no, I've seen him. Quote, "You wouldn't trust Joe or Kamala to run a lemonade stand, let alone lead the free world," Trump added. "If I was in charge, October 7th never happens. Russia, Ukraine never happens. Afghanistan botched withdrawal never happens. And inflation never happens. If I win, I will have peace in the world again. If Kamala gets 4 more years, the world goes up in smoke." I cannot disagree. I do not disagree. You got to know that Iran prefers Kamala. You got to know that. China prefers her. You got to know that. Now, when I say poor leadership, this is what I'm talking about. Again, from the Daily Wire, constant betrayal. Biden-Harris ripped for leaking Israel's ground attack on Hezbollah. Let me read that for you again. Constant betrayal. Biden-Harris ripped for leaking Israel's ground attack on Hezbollah. Yeah, they just leaked it to the papers. Just in case Israel's enemies were caught off guard. This is your leadership. He tipped him off. What does that tell you? Can you glean anything from that? All the time that they're telling you that Donald Trump is our allies are not going to be safe anymore. And it's like, I don't remember Donald Trump leaking anything to any of our allies' enemies. That alone should cost you the presidency. All right, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.